There's usually a breakfast at the convention, and just kind of walk around, say hi to the different tables, and take pictures and things like that. And it's kind of a more informal meeting with the fans that have chosen to go to the breakfast. And then kind of the convention itself starts. Generally, I go on stage first, or pictures. It kind of depends, but it's either stage talk first or pictures. Actually, I guess it would be pictures first, wouldn't it? Generally for me though, the stage presentation is the highlight for me. I have assorted maladies, ADD being one of them.
So I will give you the warning that I always give. I have ADD and so seriously, we'll see.
and mild Tourette's. So the stage presentations for me are always kind of a lot of fun because I usually make it through generally not really answering one question because my attention span's not long enough. And so it kind of just goes all over the place. And then we do an autograph signing where all the fans get to come by and get either a picture autographed or some personal item or body part autographed. The first convention I ever did was the LA Film and Comic-Con. So it was a good one to kind of cut my teeth on because I really didn't know what to expect. Of course, we had heard about the Star Trek convention and the Trekkies and everything like that, but I really didn't know what to expect. Anyway, we were a very new show, so I really didn't think that there would be many people there. And so I took the car straight from the airport to the convention, and I see this long line of people waiting outside the shrine, and I'm like, wow, I wonder who they're waiting to see. So I go in the back way and meet the convention organizers, and they said, "Do you see that lineup of people?" And I said, "Yeah, who are they waiting for?" And he said, "You." I was like, "You're kidding." And he said, "No," he said, "some of them have been there since 6 this morning." I was just so overwhelmed by that, and then I was struck by just sheer terror. And when I took the stage, this room, this great big hall, is full of Stargate fans, and I was frightened. But it went great, and to have that early on, it was a great way to cut my teeth in the convention circuit because I just was too dumb to know what to expect. Well, conventions for me are, especially the ones we do during the season, they're always great fun because the fans are always really excited and really looking forward to seeing us and getting to talk to us and getting to interact and us also. It's pretty much the only time, especially I get any chance to really find out what the fans think because I don't go on the internet or anything like that. So a convention for me is truly the only way that I actually get any feedback from the fans, and it's always great just to be able to say thank you for all their support and everything. From the moment that we step off the plane, it's just a day or two of sheer lunacy. The fans are just they're overwhelming. I mean, their support and their how excited they are about the show and about us as characters is it's just really humbling, man. It's a really great experience.
When you pull it out, you can't get it back in. Like there's 1,030 people. Okay, welcome. Wait, this is the last one. Why am I saying welcome? Goodbye! Everybody stand up. Okay, now turn to someone you don't know and introduce yourself.
To be on stage in front of Stargate fans, it's like this rush of adrenaline. It's because you can feel like the electricity and how much they really enjoy and are looking forward to you being there. And I guess it's an advantage for me because I really can't remember a lot of what happened during filming.
I guess I can't say how do you remember it.
And it's funny because a lot of fans know the show word for word, scene for scene. At first it was daunting, but it's as long as you can laugh at yourself and really know that these people know way more about the show than I do. I think that's a great jump off point, just to really be okay with that, and that you're gonna get answers wrong or people are gonna correct you when you are wrong. I think that's a great place to start with. Otherwise it could be very difficult. But if you really embrace that and embrace the fans' enthusiasm for the show, it's fantastic.
See, that's what I said. See, do you see that? When I go off the question like that, because you gotta just you're doing it, just say you're doing it, and then I'll. What was your question?
Just about how you came up with the getting more laid back too.
Oh,
you already
yes.
answered that.
Okay, good.
One of the wildest things that's ever happened to me on stage is, well, if you've ever seen me at a convention, you know that I do kind of have a mild form of Tourette's, and I have problems with my language, being cuss words and swear words and that sort of thing. And I really try to watch it when there are young kids in the audience, and I actually will poll the audience to see how many children are there. Well, this particular convention, I did the poll, and it didn't seem like there were a lot of kids there. So I said, I'll give the PG talk. And then as I was going along, I began to see more and more kids. So I apologized and I said, here, to keep me on my best behavior, the next time I say a swear word, I will give every child in here $2. So I thought, there's probably 9, 10 kids. So sure enough, within 30 seconds, I said my next swear word.
If I had to kiss any more Chicago ass on that answer,
There was this roar from the kids in the crowd, and I said, you're right, you got me. Come on up and get your $2.
That's $2 for everyone!
every child come up and get $2. Right now. I should not be cousin in front of children. Right now, run out there, run on!
So what I thought would be 8 or 9 kids actually turned out to be 30, 31, 32 kids. So I actually had to have one of the stage managers actually go make change for 100. And so I actually gave every kid $2. It was one of the best moments I've ever had on stage. Well, I don't know what all those kids were. Like, they just came from nowhere. What surprises me most about the fans is how much the show means to them. I mean, it's gone beyond being just a pure entertainment vehicle. And you meet so many fans that really, the show is something other than just entertainment for them. It's escapism, or they find parables in life in the show. It's amazing, but it's also very inspiring. It really makes you care about your work that much more, that you have all these fans that really not just enjoy the show, but really look to the show as an inspiration, or that it holds particular meaning in their own lives. And that's, I'm just so overwhelmed by that. It's amazing that how the stories that are told on the show, how much they reflect what's going on in society now. And I really believe our fans get that, and a lot of the questions are based in that. You see what's going on in this part of the world. Well, what if SG-1 encountered that, And so I think they get that a lot of the show is representative of situations that are happening now here in our lifetimes. But it makes it much safer because it's set somewhere else, so you don't have to really hit somebody over the head. This is what is happening in this part of the world right now. You can set it somewhere else and kind of paint in broader strokes, and the fans get it. And the fans really get it. And that's a great part of the show.
The storylines are great. If you watched the recent Atlantis one, in which there was an issue involving medical ethics, we are still talking about some of the implications. So as long as the SG-1 and Atlantis keep having the quality writers, and they keep bringing out issues that we can relate with, then we are going to be loyal fans, and we're going to promote them because they are worth our time.
I don't know what you people do for a living, but however you have the money and the time to do these costumes, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. But we've just seen some of the wildest costumes, and then the best ones. They have these great costumes, and then they'll do a scene from the show. Those are my favorites. You people are crazy. The payoff of doing the show is the terrific interaction with the fans. And so much of this business, you really don't ever get what it gives to the fans. Conventions are a way of really soaking that in.
It's very kind of Christopher to give me this opportunity, and I very much appreciate everybody for helping me out with this. Because actually it's not so much impersonation per se, as what it is Susan, love of my life, will you marry me?
Congratulations. I think that's a first.
Let's face it, all actors are drawn to the business because they're needy or need something. You know, theater probably is the only place where you get that sort of instant gratification. And very rarely in TV and film do you ever get that sort of love from the people who watch the show. And Stargate is such a family environment anyway, that to know that it extends through this medium, television, and really affects the viewer as much as it affects us here, because we are very much a family here. And just to know that it really does permeate, you know, through the screen about how much we care about each other around here, it's very gratifying. Next thing you know, like, people are on stage like taking their clothes off. That's one part of the thing I don't want to be involved in. You might not be able to use that.